What realm you gents shaking off? Let me guess. Alfheim?
How'd you guess?
I'd know that smell anywhere. Used to spend my fair share of time there, but I ain't allowed to anymore on account of the incident.
What happened?
Well, ain't too sure your daddy's gonna like me talking about it on account of all the swearing and stealing and fucking involved. What? Don't judge me. You're the one came in all reeking of elf. Stirs up a man's memories. Go on now. I got things that ain't gonna hammer themselves.
Oh my god, Brok is the best.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
No.
Hey everyone. Apparently I missed some dialogue last time. How's it going?
So what'd
Welcome
you
back to Let's
find
Play God
out?
of War. I wonder if that means that my upgrades didn't save either, since it started me back here. Oh, I guess not.
Brok,
Or, I mean, I guess
what
so.
do you know about the serpent in the lake?
I know he's too damn big.
Alright.
Oh! That's it. Cool. I don't know how I missed that last time. Maybe
Do you remember the
prompt
way
didn't
back
show
to
up.
the Black Breath?
or I'm blind.
Of course. We need to walk across the bridge to the Vanaheim Tower. Are we going to the Black Breath? Or exploring? Your choice.
Alright. Let's try that again.
Look,
Hey, everyone.
We rode past that statue of Thor earlier, when we left the witch's hole.
And what direction is that?
It's mid-morning. Sun is in the west, so that's southwest.
Ooh, new types Draugr. Hey everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play God of War. Oh, we completely whiffed that one. Ooh. Whiffed our Strike of Ukart. And took a hit to the back. I love that attack that they do. The way these things move is so cool. And yes, as always, I am a huge, huge whore for cool movement. And this is very cool. Plus, they're much more evasive than the usual Draugr, which is... it's nice. They aren't so evasive as to be annoying, but they offer a little bit more than just kind of a tank and spank kind of challenge. Oh, we got a second wave of them, too. Oh, yeah. That hit home. Not the first one. Oh, that would have been so good, because we got the slow motion of Atreus jumping off of him in midair. God, he's so good. Especially once you unlock all this acrobatic stuff for him. So last
Can't
time...
read these either. But
Oh
they're
yeah, we
different
haven't
from
found the
others.
ciphers for these yet. So last time, Atreus and Kratos settled their differences over what went down while Kratos was inside the Light of Alfheim. Now we're just going to be backtracking through an area that we've been
The
through
witch's
before.
magic is still covering those scorn poles.
Yep.
Saves us some time.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be a permanent fixture now, is the scorn poles being covered up. Since the last time we backtracked through here with the witch, whose name I don't believe we've gotten yet. Almost slipped there. Now that we have the Light of Alfheim infused in the Bifrost, we can head back to the mountain with a Black Breath and hopefully pass through the mountain on our way up to the summit. Let's see. Oh shit. This is the first time in a very long time that we've had wolf enemies. Oh no, I was already mid-swing when I saw the stun prompt. I actually don't know what the stun kill is for the wolves. I know what it is for a different wolf enemy later on, and we have to see that one. Oh, come on. One of you gets... no. Not gonna happen this fight, I think. Atreus took that shot on his own. Alright, so we are taking the lift back up to the mountain. Remember, the witch untangled the roots, which let us ride it down before. But before we hop on that, this has been bothering me. There is a scorn pole somewhere around here covering this whole place with poison mist. And it's causing us to miss out on a chest. We passed by this a couple of times. I didn't bother with it. But now, before we take this lift back up once again, I want to figure out where that poison is being generated from. I think I have to go all the way around here to get the vantage point that I need.
Have you made it out of Fafnir's storeroom yet?
No, we haven't even gone to Fafnir's storeroom. We're not going to be doing that for a little while. But we will grab this item in the chest. Oh, I would really like it to be a new shoulder piece that's not nearly as ugly as this eczema that we've developed from this current shoulder piece. Nope, it's just some steel for Atreus' bow. So eventually we'll be able to upgrade that. I think we need a little bit more still. Does a
Father?
there.
Do you think I could carry her now?
No.
But I
said no.
Okay.
Oh? I think there's more about to start up. I'm not sure. Makes telling stories hard in this
Who do you
LP.
think carved the face in the mountain?
You would know better than I.
Thanks.
Now watch your step. Carelessness will only delay us.
Right. Well, there's the Black Breath again. What do we do now?
We see if the witch was right.
It's working. She was right.
Come, let us finish this.
And of course, this shot gives us an excellent opportunity to appreciate Kratos' right-hand nipple. Just look at it in all of its fidelity. With the glow of the blue light shining off of it. Zoom in. Zoom. So I love something that Corey said on behalf of the team. They said in an interview that both back during God of War 1 and this time around with the most recent game, they've had something to prove. But it's been different each time. In God of War 1, they were pretty much unknown and had to prove that they could do something new in a genre that was largely dominated by Japanese action games.
Then we climb.
And in this one, they had to prove that they could preserve the essence of God of War while pivoting in a dramatically new direction. And I think they succeeded even more well here than they did in the first time around.
Midgard Mountains before they disappeared.
Disappeared.
Yeah, I guess they just up and left one day. No one knows why.
Perhaps they returned to their home.
Jotunheim? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain was a tribute to some important giant.
And Epic, who's been providing so much good Norse mythology lore.
More Black Breath.
If you want to talk about the giants and what that face in the mountain might be, this would be a really good episode to do that, my dude. Thank you.
That ended. It matches the one on the door to Jotunheim and Tyr's temple. The giants did come here. Is that a deer? I don't remember stories of a giant with a deer head. Wonder who he is. No way across. But there's a sand bowl.
First, we'll light that up.
The floor boy. What does it say?
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rooted tree doth know my call.
Like Atreus, I would also like to know who this super radical deer is presiding over this room. And so obviously, what they are asking of us is to go out and find another light crystal, place it in the pedestal. Oh, okay. Place it in the pedestal, light that up to light the other half of the floor up, and then we can pull the lever, and that will hopefully reveal the answer to the puzzle in the sand bowl for Atreus. Just as soon as we finish this fight off.
How was that?
You have potential, boy.
Ooh, and we're getting more complimentary. Kratos is getting there. Now we have a whole bunch of red crackling energy and sap-covered rock and branches.
Is that sap? In a cave? Weird. Oh, how do you think that got up there?
Can't do anything with all the red stuff back there and the sap, but we can
This place must have been important to the giants.
destroy the ceiling and get this.
Okay, that looks right. I can almost make it out.
Is it the answer?
Oh shit.
Freedom. Sure, that works.
Go ahead.
Sure. Rouse.
I have to be a little bit less quick to act.
What you doing?
I think I cut off a little bit of dialogue twice there.
Oh, thought maybe there'd be a bridge.
Your giants need to test us further.
There's a crystal in that torch holder. Should I light it? That helps, right?
So the heart of the
Down
mountain
and go up.
is it's pretty poorly lit, except for a couple of well-placed light
These
crystals.
passages seem too small for giants. Why do you laugh?
Oh, you're serious.
I am always serious.
Mom always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like elves and Holgerfolk. It doesn't mean they're big.
What of the world serpent?
Okay, in that case, giant also means big. But there's only one of them.
That's such a cute moment. I like that exchange a lot. Like any chance Atreus gets to actually teach Kratos something feels real good. Then these are cooldown bracers. Makes all the numbers go up. Good, good. And we got some more steel. So next time we run across Brok or Sindri, we should be able to upgrade Atreus' bow, which, like upgrading the Leviathan axe, will unlock new skills that we can purchase with all this XP we've accrued. And no, locked on automatically to the witch, so it threw my aim a little bit. Alright, Atreus, if you could, do not hit the witch. Please just hit that one nightmare back there. Oh, I'm so disappointed with him right now. There we go, we got him eventually. Ah. Blah. And there goes the chance to get the stun kill. That one. So some of what they had to overcome to make this game a reality really blows me away, especially because I only recently read that they almost had to cut Atreus from the game to make this feasible. Like, he was almost just not a part of this at all. There were not only, like, serious concerns over making him fun to play with, but also just, like, technically. Like, there was a lot of planning that went into this that they needed to do in order to pull the scope of this game off. and to do it all with this single take camera. Remember, there's no cuts in the camera, ever. Meant that Atreus, adding him, was a real liability to the budget and to, like, how technically difficult this was to do. So the team told Cory Barlog, I mentioned earlier, the director of the game, that he needed to really investigate what Atreus was going to add to the budget and whether or not this game would work with or without him. Like, do we even have a game otherwise if Atreus is not a part of this? And if the answer is yes, then maybe we should really, really consider cutting him. Like, it's not just the money, but the technical hurdle, the logistical hurdle of doing this game with multiple actors and having to do this all with this camera that never cuts. So any variable that complicates it at all, it's exponentially more difficult to account for everything and to keep everything moving along smoothly. For every moving part in place, it just gets more and more insanely complicated. It's the logistical nightmare. So when Polygon asked Cory Barlog about this, he basically told him the game without Atreus turns into All Is Lost by Robert Redford. Just a dude on a boat, not talking for 20 plus hours. And the line he gives that kills me is, it would have been the most expensive art house game ever made. It's like, yeah, Atreus turned out great, and they put so much love and care into it, and Atreus, I love him. But the prospect of the most expensive art house game ever made is really appealing in its own way. I'm glad that they pulled this off with such aplomb. In just every way, this is a real masterclass.
Boy, another light crystal.
Alright, so we're gonna light this up. Hopefully that reveals the runes that we need on the chest. No, it does not. I'm just kind of hoping that I already had them in the right position, based on the fact that none of them lit up. Look at that, dude. Okay, so we're gonna come across the bridge. And see a bunch of buckets we can drop over there. We're gonna light this up first. Oh, they exploded everything in the buckets. So we'll go, and once we head further into the heart of the mountain, we'll be able to pick that stuff up later on down the line. And there's the third wheel. I'm gonna say, because that one is glowing, that one's probably right. Did the other ones have a glow? Is that my clue which ones are right? Let me just double check this. Doesn't glow. Doesn't glow. B is the only one that glows. Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming for this one, the right answer is just whichever ones glow. Then at some point we're gonna go need to find a light crystal. Oops. Thought I was a little bit further to the left. Feels good. Projectile parry. I always love that one, not just because of how brutal it is, but because of how fast the animation is. Okay, so we're coming back down. This is one of the few that I don't immediately remember the solution to. And no, none of these glow. So there's gotta be an... Unless it's just process of elimination with two of them. There's not that many permutations it could be. Or there's another hint that I've forgotten about. We will continue to investigate that in a second. Let's bring the light crystal back. And get our little lore drop. Ever since Alfheim, I'm now paranoid that something's gonna spawn on the bridge as I'm carrying the light crystal. We have a thing that we can rappel down in a minute. Oh, whoops, we still have to light this up.
Boy,
Yes, sir. This is good to know.
Oh, I'm waiting for the thing to pop up. There it is. So real quick, this one is just telling of two wanderers who found this place and turned it into kind of a haven for outcasts. And specifically mentions the Jotnar, the giants. Oh, God, that juggle felt good.
it is over.
Now we can zipline down here on the axe. Then go about this one more time. Whoops. Yeah, no glows there either. What was the deal with this one? Let me go back and check the chest one more time. Ah, I see. It was on the wall behind it. It's B and R. So we already have this one. This is the glowing B. Good. So then we just need an N and an R. Okay, what about you? Okay, that's the only one that it could be. The other two runes do not appear on the wall at all. So in this case, we need the R. Oh no, the N then. Oops. It was already on the right thing. Alright, and finally we can go get this. I think this is a Horn of Blood mead. Again. Gotten 3 of those in a row now. We are already 2/3 of the way to another rage upgrade. I think we'll get another apple before we get that second upgrade for rage. I think we're 1 away from both. I think we're 1 apple away and 1 horn.
This is a lot of bodies.
Did he just punch the webs and skeletons?
Well, they looked like men, not giants.
Correct. For you seeking treasure. See the traps?
Oh yeah, lucky for us they set them all off.
Be grateful these stay dead.
Okay.
The statue! We made it across!
Read it.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is Durothor, one of the 4 stags of the World Tree. He's supposed to watch the entrance to Jotunheim while the giants sleep. Think he's still there?
Nope, that's exactly what he said.
No.
And before we move on, we'll come get this hacked silver. We don't need the rage yet. So we'll just leave that here and take a note of it.
I've seen this language before.
A little bit of lore about the world serpent. How much he hates Thor's family. I'm gonna pop rage just to kill that one guy, just so I can go back and make use of the rage pickup we passed. Just so we don't forget about it. It's gonna be a long time before we see this part of the game again. It's unfortunate. It changed back to the health pickup. Either way, we need it. And since you can cancel out of rage early, we didn't actually use all that much of our bar up. So, win-win. More of that red sap and the crackling energy. So we can't go that way. We can only come up here. Oh. Oh, that strike of Lucard feels so good. Followed up by this and the juggle. I really do enjoy that the heavy runic attack that we have equipped puts them into a juggle state.
Where to now?
The peak is still our goal. We find a way up.
Alright, so our goal by the compass marker is over on the left, so we can safely go through here and grab the chest on the other side.
Wow. The highest peak in the realms. Think Mom knew this was the Giant's Mountain?
No, the request has been more complicated than she could have foreseen.
It's a name, I think. Razlir. It means terror.
Yep, Razlir just means terror. Razlir.
What's that? Weird. There's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal hide. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think lit these torches? The dead don't need light.
Eyes open.
His eyes are open. He made a good observation. There might be someone else here. The Draugr don't need the candlelight. Or torchlight. You should be complimenting him for that observation. Look at this fucking robe.
Whoa. What is all this? Where are we?
A mine. And if this claw reaches the summit, our goal is near.
Alright, how do we use it?
Great, so we're that much closer to the summit. Now that we've found this giant claw.
Looks like something's supposed to roll on these.
First, we'll take a brief look around. I think from before, those are just used like flashbangs. They build stun up on some of the weaker Draugr. Not sure if you can pop those multiple times.
I think I see how this works. The claw's on one side, and if we get this unstuck... Oh no! I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Kratos was about to do the exact same thing. He was gonna do the same thing though.
But maybe we can find our way up through there. After, you know, getting rid of those things.
Ooh, new track. Oh, and I've been forgetting to use our wolf. Or rather, opting not to, just because we haven't had any big fights. I didn't want it on cooldown for an emergency moment. This fight's big enough to be worth calling him out, though. That's our new runic summon that we got at the end of Alfheim.
Bring him down!
This is tracking me from everywhere. You get that purple alert that you're about to be hit by a projectile so far ahead of time, it makes me paranoid sometimes. You get so much more time usually. Reminds me of the projectile parry that you get in God of War 1 or 2 from the Golden Fleece. Oh, there's still one right there. Alright, we're gonna have to come through here and eventually figure out another way around. A way of getting
I was wondering who woke up every drogger in the mountain.
the rope unstuck.
Could have figured.
You had a way around the Black Breath all along.
Now don't go thinking I could have gotten you past it, you big sack of meat. I got ways around most everything, especially up here. Time was, my folk had the run of this joint. Improved the design of the Jotnar traps and built workarounds to boot. Why you think they're so devious? Oh, that reminds me. Watch out for traps.
Yeah, remember, they have some kind of magic. Now we've upgraded Atreus' bow, so we can go and pick some new skills up for him. All these level 3 skills in the talent tree unlock. So yeah, more damage, no brainer. Increases weakened status effects, larger explosions, more stun. All good stuff to have. All very good stuff.
Wow. How big is this place?
It is a mountain. Big.
We'll deal with that in a second. Thought there was something I was supposed to be able to see. Ah, this. We'll be back here in a minute or two to get to that cave. First, I want to do this before we end the episode because we have been going a little bit over a half hour now.
More traps.
There's a tunnel, but you won't fit.
Take it.
Okay.
That one's real straightforward. Then another one of these, I haven't seen them in a while.
You okay?
Of course.
Ah, there we go. Ah, one of them dual wielding. We haven't seen these, I think, since we picked the Witch Time amulet up. And I think this is what we dropped before when we were up above. Ha ha ha! Good. Ah, this fire explosion stopped the Executioner's Cleave from coming out. Now, let's just end this real fast. And look who it is. This looks like Brok's animal, doesn't it? It looks like fucking Gratitude. Rest in peace, fucking Gratitude. Oh, we still have someone somewhere. Around the corner. Oh, up above. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for today. We will head deeper into the heart of the mountain and hopefully reach the summit next time. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever else there is to do. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.